Hello viewers, I'm Khalil Ahmed. Sugar sector of Pakistan is in limelight as usual. There are concerns about the price of sugar in the market. There are concerns about the crushing season delay. There are concerns about the right price to be paid to the farmers. In addition to that, there are concerns about the export of sugar from Pakistan to other parts of the world. According to one estimate, Pakistan produces more than 8 million tons every year, and the consumption is around 6.5 to 7 million tons. It means that Pakistan has always surplus sugar. If it is exported, Pakistan could earn up to $1 billion according to an estimate, and this is something which is need of the hour since Pakistan needs foreign exchange. So we are going to discuss sugar sector of Pakistan in great detail, and for that I'm joined by an expert, Riaz Javed Suleri, who is a resident director of Farhan Sugar Mills. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
We know that as far as the sugar sector is concerned, there are plenty of concerns on the part of farmers, sugar millers, and consumers. So, why is it so that sugar sector is always in limelight for positive as well as negative reasons?
Actually, this is the second biggest industry of Pakistan and definitely engaged with every household. That is the main reason. But the basic reason for all this is mismanagement. The policy makers in our country, they actually do not have the acumen, courage, and the ability to make policy. I give you one single example. At the moment, the chairman of the planning commission is a lecturer. Doesn't have the relevant experience. So while selecting such a man who is at the helm of the affair of deciding the whole country's budget of development and schemes, how can he do it when he doesn't know the job? So that is the basic problem. Here in Pakistan, the unfortunate part is that collection of data is always questioned.
Yeah, this is something like people do say that see data about production, data about consumption, there's always discrepancy. FBR's data is somewhat different, the provincial data is somewhat different. What is actually the enigma?
Actually, I think it was a previous story, but now it is not. It should not. Because the FBR recently has introduced a trace and track system.
So now it is accurate.
Now it is accurate. Every bag is photographed, numbered, and chipped. So they have actual data now.
And what about the export? Like, why is it so that the government?
Just a minute. Because FBR is actually data collecting agency now. That data, if it all is being utilized by somebody else who is at the admin affair, that is the main point.
I understand.
Because FBR has the data, cane commissioner collects the data from each sugar mill and he also submits that to the government. We as a Pakistan Sugar Mill Association, we also collect data from each sugar mill and submit that, and other in a book form, we publish that every year. So there should not be any problem in that. The problem again is that the policy makers have to actually apply the mind in a manner which should not be political. It should be purely on merit. The industry is facing, the grower is facing, and the consumer is facing just for nothing. It could have been better managed, but it is not.
I understand. And in terms of export, like what kind of policy should be there that, at the time of production, once the production data is there, export permission should be given instantly so that we may get foreign exchange?
That cannot be given instantly because the assessment of production is a bit varies. It may be because of the climatic condition this year. We expect that the recoverable sugar may be less, although the crop is more, 12.5% more than the last year. But the recoverable sugar may be less. But at least after the closure of the season, you have every figure. Then you can see, because we produced last year 8.2 million tons of sugar, and the consumption is 6.2. It means 2 million surplus sugar was available. If at all this could have been exported at that very time, they could have earned more than $1.5 billion.
In which Pakistan needs
Yes, they need
direly.
badly. So, but this is something. This is what I say. They lack acumen. They lack that decision power. They are afraid that if at all we allow export of sugar, we have 2 million surplus. You allow 1 million. Don't allow 2 million. If at all you're scared that it will become costly.
But there's one concern also. The concern is that we export sugar and then we need to import sugar as well.
This is because of this is actually, I tell you, this could have been exported 6 months before. Now we have stocks here, and recently they have allowed 2.5 million. That will be exported when the new stock is there. Again, surplus will be added into it. What you're playing with the industry, I would say, because the industry, if you see the balance sheets of all the sugar mills, they are in negative. The fault is that they have made more sugar for Pakistan. But this is something which is, there is something lacking in between that need to be tackled.
Two provinces like Punjab and Sindh are the major contributors, and as far as the sugar mills are concerned, there are around 80 sugar mills in the country, and the major chunk of course is in Punjab, but there are some sugar mills which have been closed or which are non-functional. What is the reason for that?
Actually, the financial crunch was the main reason. There are 92 sugar mills, and 80 are in operation this year. They can't afford. I tell you, even an organization like me, which is very progressive and profit-earning unit, we were in loss for the last 2 years. And if at all we do not utilize the byproducts like molasses, and we convert molasses into ethanol, and then we sell bagasse, we then utilize the pressed mud and the ash, we convert it into fertilizer, and that we can't survive. So this is something, and quite a big number of the last year production is with me till today.
I understand. One more concern is that the sugar millers do not pay the right amount. The support price is decided by the government, but the farmers do not get it. What is your perspective?
No. This is wrong perception, because actually this is the country of the farmers. They get it. More than that, I tell you the right thing today. The minimum support price is 302 per month. I am paying today 320 rupees to the farmer.
And the payment is made on timely basis.
Just listen. Normally I am supposed to pay as per law within 15 days. Farmer is asking after 3 days, and I am paying after 3 days, man.
I understand. So
I
why?
have paid after the whole December is clear.
I understand. So then why this chaos on the part of the farmers? They say that if we don't get the payment, the payments are stuck also, and at times we don't get the amount which actually we deserve.
I tell you, there are 2-3 reasons for that. Number one, the cost of production of the sugar mill, I'll talk about mine, was 87 rupees per kg last year, and I got 83 rupees. And that shortage of 4 rupees, actually that trickles down to the growth also in certain cases, but not in Farhan only, but in certain cases we have other resources also. It's a growth, you can generate funds, but we pay to the growth. At least if somebody asks about Farhan, we clear 100% dues within 15 days of declaration of the season. Every year for the last 40 years.
And see, the prices of sugar in the market, as per the affordability of the masses in Pakistan, particularly when you look at the poverty level in Pakistan, though there have been poverty alleviation programs, but in vain. So there are plenty of individuals who can't even afford 2 times meal every day. So 2 meals a day is beyond the affordability of individuals, and they say that prices of sugar are really exorbitant. So why is it so that
Actually, this commodity is politicized like anything. You get wheat at what price? You're getting atta at what price these days? You don't talk about it. You're getting sugar even today, not at my cost price. Even then you're crying for sugar, but I don't know why. You utilize only 2 kg of sugar at your home, and you utilize other things abundantly and at a very high rate. You don't cry, but you cry when even today. I tell you, today the price of sugar in the market is 87 rupees, and government increased the sugarcane price from 250 to 302. It means at least last year price of 87 should be 92, 94 at the moment, but it is again 86 today.
So it's not commensurate with the price.
It's not commensurate with the price, and how can we possibly run such a big business of billions without this balance?
So how do you see the sugar business, the sugar mill owners, say their business
I think
5 years down
sugar is no more a business now. I tell you, if you don't utilize the byproducts, we don't survive. The policy should be at least the basic formula. You fix the sugarcane price. Why can't you fix the sugar price? You put your experts. You have research, so many research centers. Put all those people to calculate what is the cost of the sugar when we buy sugarcane at this rate. We will also sit with you. And let's decide once for all. This will be settled forever.
To conclude, how would you compare the sugar sector of Pakistan with the, sugar sectors of the neighboring countries or any other country?
Yes, I tell you. In our neighboring country, unfortunate part here with us is that for the last 75 years we could not make a sugar technology research institute. I have been myself trying for the last 30 years for that, but couldn't succeed. I don't know why. When you don't have a research backing agro-based industry, how can you survive? They have 18 sugar technology institutes. They have hundreds of agriculture sugarcane institutes, and they are teaching agriculture, sugarcane agriculture and sugar technology in the universities. That is their backing. In just Punjab, Indian Punjab, the yield per hectare is 1.5 times more than us. Then the government actually plans. I tell you, they sometimes allow them to import raw sugar and then export it out of the country because they have a planning commission. Really, it should have been like that. They have an advisory board as it should have been otherwise. But in our case, it's not properly working. We should work, keeping in view the parameters, the given parameters, the given circumstances in the industry. We say this crop utilizes more water, so it should be avoided. We can import sugar. Some of the ministers, like I don't want to name anybody, they say why can't we import the whole sugar and discard this sugarcane crop? This is a nonsense. And they tell you, we still are flooding our fields. We should adopt irrigational practices which are adopted by India, USA. There's a sprinkle irrigation. We should adopt skip irrigation. There's new techniques. Only 20% water is being utilized. I tell you, in my area, I started laser leveling. It saved about 30% of the water, but just leveling that.
I understand. Marvelous, marvelous suggestions. Riaz Javed Suleri, sir. Thank you so much for your time.
My pleasure. My pleasure. Nice talking to you.
Well, viewers, that's it for now. Thank you for watching.